this action still requires undocumented spouses to file all required legal paperwork to remain in the United States. It requires them to pass a criminal background checks, and it doesn't apply to anyone trying to come here today.
President Joe Biden announcing an executive order on immigration today, his second executive order on illegal immigration in the last 2 weeks.
This one deals with protecting spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation. News 4 Tucson's political specialist Eric Fink is live right now on the South Side with reaction regarding this action. Eric.
Angelique Sean, the Biden administration tells us tonight that upwards of 500,000 undocumented immigrants will be protected through this executive order. It comes in an election year as the presidential race heads into the summer. And tonight you will hear from a DACA recipient as we get her reaction to this move from the White House.
This is a great step forward for all the families to be able to come out of the shadows.
Dreamer Reina Montoya came to the U.S. in 2003 when she was 13. 21 years later, she leads the Arizona-based nonprofit Aliento, working with undocumented families.
I was able to even become a classroom teacher before founding my nonprofit. I am one of many stories of thousands of dreamers.
President Biden's executive action Tuesday seeks to shield the undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens from deportation. The executive order applies to undocumented spouses who have lived in the country for at least 10 years. It gives those who qualify a 3-year window to apply for permanent residency. In order to qualify, you must have hit the 10-year mark in the United States before Monday. The White House says it also gives protections for thousands of non-citizen children with parents married to a U.S. citizen.
Before today's announcement, the non-citizen spouses would have to leave the United States in order to seek a waiver to come back in. Very few people are willing to self-separate like that. And so what we are doing is allowing these families to stay together while they go through the long process of becoming a legal permanent resident.
There's a huge misconception that U.S. citizens are able to right away petition for their spouses and be able to get in an easy process. And I think that this would make it right to keep American families together.
Montoya argues this action by the White House gives more people the opportunity to live and work here without fear.
To be able to work, to be able not to be living in fear of not having to go to the grocery store and potentially be under a deportation.
Now, the president's executive action also gives DACA recipients an opportunity to get a work visa more quickly if they have a college degree and a job offer in a field related to that degree. Live on the South Side tonight at the U.S. Customs and Immigration Services building, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Eric. There has already been a lot of reaction to this executive order. Georgia Republican Congresswoman